is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, you know the drill. Submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Right now. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. My man stays busy in his free time is the subject. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 56-year-old single woman dating a 59-year-old man for almost a year. It's a long-distance thing, so we try to see each other as often as we can because it's only a 4-hour drive. He will even spend the night with me and get up before day to drive back home so he can go to work. I've met his mother, children, grandchildren, and some of his close friends. I'm known around his city as his woman. He professes his love for me on Facebook, and he introduces me as his wife. And after Christmas, I asked him if he really planned to marry me, and he said that he is almost ready to pop the question, but he has to end a couple of situationships with other women, and then he can fully commit to me. He said that because we don't sleep side by side every night. He has some place fillers for me. He said the women know about me and they respect our relationship. It was hard for me to accept this news because he's always treated me like the only woman in his life. Our relationship has been downhill, and it hit rock bottom the other day when he asked me to ride to Louisiana with him to see his son. I had a presentation at work, so I couldn't go. That's when he told me that he was going to ask another woman to ride with him. He said she's a good friend and they used to have sex, but he's my man now, so that's in the past. He said I need to trust him more. But how? He said he will always give me my respect as the number one woman in his life. So what he does in his free time isn't a big deal. Is he a waste of time? Can he be a one-woman man? Well, yes, I definitely think that this is a waste of time because you are one of a group of women, kind of like a sister-wife situation, but you guys just don't all live together. He's being honest with you about these other women. It took him a minute to tell you, but this is not what you want. So you got to tell him what you want. Can he be a one-woman man, you ask? Well, he's not now, so I'm just going to say no. I'm going to put out there and say no. He says you're the number one woman in his life, but you want to be the only woman in his life. That's the difference. He's not doing you any favors. What? This is not going to happen with him. He's not that kind of man. He's not a one-woman man. That's obvious. I think you should move on. I don't think you want to become a place filler, and that's what you are when he's not with these other women. He's just not going to act right. So let this one go. Steve?
The gall, the nerve. I don't even know how you fix your mouth to have this conversation, but what he's doing is he's giving you all what you asked for.
Honesty.
Ask what you asked for. So now I want you to understand, as I read this letter and you ask men, why do men lie? This is why right here. This is why.
I don't get it.
Because the truth just don't sound right. It just don't sound right now. I don't even understand. I don't even know where we're going with this letter. I don't know the purpose. You're 56, single, dating a 59-year-old man for almost a year. It's a long-distance thing, about 4 hours away. He professes his love for you on Facebook, introduces you as his wife. After Christmas, you ask him if he was really going to be your wife. This is where he said that he almost ready. I'm almost ready to pop the question.
Right.
But I need to end a couple of situations with other women so he can fully commit to you. Now, all that says right now is I'm not fully committed to you. That's what that says, don't it? Ain't that what it says?
Yeah.
So now, you want this man to marry you, and you expecting him to pop a question, but he telling you he can't because he ain't fully committed to you. He said, now this is where this dude gets real bold. Because we don't sleep side by side every night, I got some place fillers for you.
Yeah. Come on.
Because I got to be sleeping beside somebody. And when you not here, what the hell you want me to do?
Basically.
I've got to sleep side by side. Then here comes the ruse. This is where the game gets tricky. He said the women know about me and they respect our relationship. Okay, lady, I don't know if you hear what he said. They respect the relationship, but he don't. And that's the one you in the relationship with. I also want to share some information that the reason he's so comfortable telling this to you is because this has worked. He has told this in the past, and it has worked. And that's why he damn near 60 still playing this game right here.
Wow.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have more for you when I come back.
All right,
It's going to
Steve.
be pretty much the same, though.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, my man stays busy with his free time. We'll get back into it right after this.
Did you know you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon? The same place where you order yoga mats, a toothbrush, and pretty much everything else. All from the comfort of your home. Just locate a nearby dealer, pick your color, your options, check the price, and with a few dotting of some I's and crossing some T's, voila, your Hyundai is ready for pickup.
It's that easy. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Limited availability. Pickup through participating Hyundai dealers in select markets.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, my man stays busy in his free time.
The subject of this letter is very misguiding. Because you say your man stay busy in his free time, but in the letter, he don't have no free time. He 59, you 46, y'all in a long distance relationship. It's a 4-hour drive. Sometimes he'll spend the night with you and get up the day and drive back to work so he can go to work. I've met his mother, his children, his grandchildren. I'd have met some of his close friends. And around his city, that's 4 hours away, you're known as his woman. He professes his love for you on Facebook. He introduced you as his wife. After Christmas, I asked him if he really planned to marry me, and he said, I'm almost ready to pop the question. Almost. But let me tell you what's going on here. I'm going to have to end a couple of situations with other women before I can fully commit to you, which means he's not committed to you. He said that because we don't sleep side by side every night, he got some place fillers for me, my man.
Place fillers.
Man. Ladies, this is the honesty that you asked for. So you can know what you're dealing with.
Right.
Now, how does sound? All this honesty he doing, how does sound to y'all? Don't this sound foul?
Sounds like she needs to run.
Yeah, but don't it sound foul?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Surely
No.
this don't sound foul to you?
No, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Shirley, stop. I'm asking you, don't it sound foul
Hey.
to you, though?
That he told her the truth
Yeah.
or what he's doing? What he's
If the
doing
truth
is foul.
Well,
what
that's
he's doing is foul. But I want the truth. Yeah, I want the truth.
Okay, well, you got it then. Here, this letter's for you.
Thank you.
All right, here. He said that because we don't sleep side by side every night, he got some place fillers for me. He said the women know about me and they respect our relationship. Okay, cool. But he don't, though. It was hard for me to accept his news. It was the truth. Because he always treated me like the only woman in his life. Our relationship has been downhill, and it hit rock bottom the other day. Well, I love this dude, man. He asked me to ride to Louisiana with him to see his son. I had a presentation at work, so I couldn't go. That's when he told me, I'm going to ask another woman to ride with me. He said she a good friend and they used to have sex. But he's my man now, so that's in his past. How that's in his past? Ain't nobody else in his past. Everybody else is a place filler. Now all of a sudden he got one in his past. He said I need to trust him more. If you trust him any more than you doing right now, I don't even know what to call you. All right. But how? He said he will always give me my respect as the number one woman in his life. So now that means there's always will be a list.
Right.
In order for you to be number one, there must be some numbers you in front of.
Mm-hmm.
So he will always give you the respect as the number one woman in his life. So what he does in his free time is not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Is he a waste of time? Can he be a one-woman man? I don't know if he can, but he ain't, though.
No.
And clearly he ain't a one-woman man. Now, see, ma'am, the problem you're having is you're confusing. You're confusing the number one with the only one. Mm-hmm. And the illusion he's trying to make you live with is the fact that if you feel like you're the only one, then you should be okay with being number one. If you're getting treated and you have been feeling like you're the only one, why would it bother you when I tell you that you're number one? See, that's what this whole letter has come down to. So now you're asking, can he be a one-woman man? Why would he? Why? There's no reason to be a number one and be a one-woman man when you got everybody knowing they place fillers, then told the number one that she is number one and don't worry about what he do in his free time. And he got a couple other situations and all y'all still there. I don't know how many of y'all it is. I'm going to say it's about four total.
Okay.
I know it's two other women. Mm-hmm. He said a couple of situations. That means it's actually three. So he got four women and him. So if four fools in this letter,
yeah,
why would he have to commit? He got you anyway. So why he got to marry you when he got you doing everything? And then when you can't do what he wants, he calls somebody else ride Louisiana.
That's it. They're on call.
I mean, this dude is just, and he's testing to see how much he can get away with you. And if you let him get away with any of it, it's going to be some more coming.
All right, Steve.
Right. Run.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after, it's Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.